Good afternoon everyone. Ngayon po ang topic namin ay the K-12 art curriculum. Primarily focuses on the Philippine art, culture, and heritage. So, mas binibigyang halaga muna ang sariling atin tulad ng sining, tradisyon, bago ang iba pa. Halimbawa, mga arts of local artists, pintor, katutubong sayaw, at mga sinaunang kagamitan. A learner's first build appreciation for first ay ang local artist. So dito makikilala at pinapahalagahan muna natin ang mga sikat at local artists mula sa ating bansa. Halimbawa na lang ng pagkilala kay Juan Luna, Fernando Amorsolo at iba pa. At ang second naman ay ang indigenous craft. So dito natututunan yung mga gawang kamay or handcrafts na tinatawag na galing sa ating mga katutubo. Halimbawa, yung mga paggawa ng banig, basket, at marami pang iba. Third ay ang traditional art form. So dito pinag-aaralan ng mga sining na pinamana ng ating mga ninuno. Halimbawa na lang dito ay ang pag-aaral ng paghahabi, paglililok ng kahoy o paggawa ng mga parol. Last naman ay ang cultural practices. So dito naman nauunawaan at kumbaga binibigyan ng respect ang mga nakasanayan natin gawin o mga pagdiriwang. Tulad na lamang ng mga festivals like sinulog o mga hati-hatian. Then explores artistic traditions of neighboring countries and wider world. Halimbawa po dito yung pagkatapos na matutunan ang tinikling or yung tinikling dito natin, na sayaw natin, pinag-aaralan naman natin ang katulad na sayaw sa halimbawa ay sa Indonesia or sa Malaysia. Next ay uses spiral progression in the teaching. So ito po yung paulit-ulit na binabalikan yung mga paksa or mas pinapalalim pa natin. Ang halimbawa na lang ay kung sa grade 3 ay ang pagguhit lang ng simpleng hugis, at sa grade 6 naman, dito naman ay yung ang paggamit na ng tamang kulay ng mga disenyo. Next po ay ang concepts, skills, techniques, and processes are taught repeatedly. Halimbawa po dito ay hindi lang isang araw magpa-practice or magsasanay ang isang bata sa pagpipinta, kundi pwede rin itong gawin sa iba't ibang paksa hanggang sa matutunan na ng bata. So next is lessons become gradually more complex as learners advance. So halimbawa kung sa lower grade ay ang paggawa lang ng simpleng disenyo, sa higher grade naman ay ang pagdidisenyo na ng sariling damit para sa school. Pwede po yung halimbawa. So next ay content matches the learner's developmental stage from kindergarten to grade 12. So halimbawa po dito ay sa kindergarten, kunwari ay paghawak lang ng crayola at pagkukulay lamang. Pagdating naman sa grade 12, pwede naman na pagbuo na ng sariling exhibit or sining na may malinaw na layunin. So let's proceed po sa philosophy and rationale of K-12 art curriculum. So first is reasons for teaching art education. Art shows history, beliefs, creativity, traditions, achievements, and identity of people and communities. So, ang halimbawa po dito ay ang pagpinta ni Juan Luna ng espolarium ay nagpapakita ng kasaysayan at damdamin ng mga Pilipino noong panahon ng Kastila. So, next ay let's learners share ideas, keep culture alive, appreciate beauty, and express feelings. So dito nga ay kumbaga ina-express nila yung feelings nila sa ay paggawa ng tula or yung pagpipinta nila. So next is based on Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. So ang halimbawa po dito ay kunwari ang ibang bata ay magaling sa salita, ang iba naman ay gumuhit, at ang iba naman ay magaling sumayaw. So may iba't ibang antas po talaga o galing ang mga bata. So next ay develop skills, spatial, personal, and bodily kinesthetic abilities. So sa spatial, pwedeng ang halimbawa dito ay ang paggawa ng poster design na kumbaga maayos yung mga larawan at text. Sa linguistics, pwede dito yung pagpapaliwanag ng kahulugan ng ginawang art, yung mga ginagawang art, kung ano yung mga kahulugan nun. So, sa interpersonal, pwede dito yung pag-alam nararamdaman habang ginagawa. So, sa bodily kinesthetic, ito yung paggamit ng kamay sa pagdililok o sa pagsasayaw. So, next ay builds creativity, innovation, critical thinking, and appreciation for art. So, ang halimbawa ay paggamit ng mga lumang bagay para gumawa ng mga panibagong disenyo. At dito rin yung pagbibigay ng personal na opinion. So, ang last ay prepares learners for the needs of today's society. So, syempre, inihahanda natin yung mga learners natin sa kumbaga yung sa mga tatahakin nila. So, yung pagiging malikhain at maingat na pag-iisip ay kailangan kapag magtatrabaho na ang isa or magtatrabaho na. So, halimbawa na paggawa ng disenyo, pelikula o iba pang trabaho.
Good day everyone, I'm Gemelina Maspilita from BEd 3 and now I'll be presenting the philosophy and the rationale of the K-12 curriculum. The second one is responding to the demands of the 21st century. So today's world has fast technology and constant exposure to visual media. So as we all know, students are exposed in different technologies like computer, cell phones, and television. In that, they can learn information like visual media. So what are the visual medias? Visual medias are videos, infographics, and even social media posts. In that, students learn information. For example, when a student uses TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook, they can be able to gain or attain information that they need. Next is learners see images, videos, animation, graphics, and digital content daily. In that, students do not learn only from books. They also learn from pictures, videos, animation, poster, and other digital materials. When a teacher shows an infographics about proper waste segregation, students understand and learn information in that pictures. When a teacher shows infographics, they also show pictures of how to segregate or how to separate plastic from biodegradable materials, right? Right. Another example is art education teaches how to understand visual information critically. In this, art teaches students to look carefully at pictures and understand the message behind that picture or behind that image. For example, when a teacher shows image of segregation, the teacher can be able to know what is the meaning of that drawing or what is the meaning of that image. They can be able to think deeply or in their own perspective what is the meaning of those pictures. Next is help learners communicate well using art and media. Art is another way of expressing ideas, feeling, and opinion. In this, the student can be able to create poster or artwork that express their own thoughts or their own opinion. For example, when the teacher give an activity where the student are required to draw their own thoughts of making the school clean. So the student draw segregation or a boy segregating garbage, like they put the plastic in trash bin that state biodegradable and to other trash bin is recyclable. In this, the student has their own concept of segregation of and ways of making the school clean. And the last one is train them to be responsible creator of digital and visual contents. So in this, the student is taught of creating and sharing digital contents with responsibility. They should be able to create their own poster with originality without copying other artwork. Or if they copy, they should put credits to the one who originally make that poster or that content. In that, they can be able to show appreciation, uh, appreciation and responsibility with posting or copying the image. Now let's proceed to the third one. Focus on the K-12 art curriculum. The first one is kindergarten, exposure to the different music and art processes. Children are introduced to art through experience. The activities that are given are playing, moving, singing, drawing, or coloring. For example, the child or the student draw a picture of their family using crayons. In that, they can be able to experience drawing on their own. Another example is dancing. The teacher show video of dancing and the student will copy or imitate the video. In that, they can be able to experience what is dancing. Next is grade 1, Introduction to Fundamental Processes. In here, learners begin to learn the basic ways of creating and experiencing art. They are taught what are the shapes, what are the basic shapes, what are the lines, and what are the primary colors. For example, a pupil learns to use line, shape, and colors to draw a house. Second one is grade 2, Enhanced Understanding of Fundamental Processes. In here, learners continue to practice basic skills while developing a better understanding of how they use it. For example, a pupils combine different shapes and colors to create a pictures or to create a drawing. For example, a pupils combines different shapes and colors to create pictures of person or an object. For example, when they draw a house, they combine different shapes like triangle and square to create a simple house. Next is grade 3, Preliminary Acquisition of Basic Knowledge. In here, learners begin to develop basic knowledge and skills in art. They also begin explaining and appreciating their own others' art and others' artwork. For example, when a pupils create a drawing, they can be able to identify plants and explain what is the color of a plant and what is the shape of the leaf. And in that, they can be able to appreciate their drawing and their peers or classmate drawing. Next is grade 4, Formal Introduction to Elements and Processes. In here, learners are formally introduced to important elements of art such as line, shape, color, texture, and space. Pupils create landscape using different colors, line, and shape. For example, a pupil creates landscape using different colors, lines, and shapes. Specifically, when teacher asks pupils to draw farmland, they can be able to color or draw it using these elements like what is the color of the field, what is the shape of the field, what color is used in coloring the weeds. Next is grade 5, Exploration of Elements and Processes. In here, learners experiment with different materials, techniques, and ways of creating arts. For example, a pupil uses crayons, paint, recycled materials, or natural materials to create an artwork. In here, the student can be able to come up with their own ideas of recycling and using other materials that is suitable for that artwork. Grade 6, Application for Appropriate Mastery and Acquisition. In here, learners apply skills and knowledge they learned with greater confidence and ability. For example, pupils create an artwork representing a Philippine festival using appropriate colors and patterns and design. In here, a pupil can be able to create artwork which represent Philippine festival, meaning they can be able to know the patterns and designs that used in that artwork. Grade 7, Philippine Folk music, and arts, learners explore Philippine traditional and folk arts. They learn about different artistic tradition and culture of Filipino communities. For example, a student create artwork inspired by Philippine weaving, indigenous design, or local festive. So in here, students are taught about local artworks like weaving, indigenous designs, or what are the artworks that is commonly seen in local places. The main purpose of it is to develop appreciation and pride in Filipino culture. In grade 8, Asian Music and Arts. In here, learners explore the arts and the culture of different Asian countries. For example, a student compare Philippine traditional designs with traditional design from another Asian countries. In here, student compare different culture or different traditional design or arts with our country to other Asian countries to know what are the difference or what are the unique ways of how they make arts that differ from our country. So the main purpose of it is to understand the similarities and the differences among Asian cultures to our own country. In grade 9, Western Music and Arts. So learners explore Western and classical art traditions and learn how art developed through different historical periods. For example, students study Renaissance or Baroque artwork and identify their characteristic. So they can be able to identify what are the characteristic of Renaissance or Baroque artwork. So what are the difference? In this, we don't study our own arts, but we explore other culture like Renaissance and Baroque. The main purpose of it is to understand how history and culture influence art. Grade 10, Contemporary Music Arts. The learners explore modern and contemporary forms of art, including art influenced by technology and media. So here, we don't only study the traditional contemporary forms, but we also study the impact of technology in media in arts. So for example, students create digital artwork, photography, multimedia presentation, or other contemporary arts. As you can see, students not only explore contemporary artworks but also explore how to create digital artwork. They use photography and other multimedia presentations. Now in grade 11, mastery or proficiency in the chosen form of genre. In grade 11, learners begin to focus more deeply on the art form of genre they chosen or interested in. They use the knowledge and skills they learned from previous grades and practice them more seriously. For example, a student who enjoys drawing may focus on improving drawing techniques. A student interested in music may practice singing or playing instrument more regularly. The main idea in grade 11 is developing and strengthening skills in a chosen area of art. In grade 12, mastery of proficiency in the chosen form of genre is learners continues developing their chosen art form and work towards a higher level of skills and confidence. They are expected to apply what they have learned and produce more independent and meaningful artistic work. For example, a student interested in visual arts may create a portfolio or original artwork. Student interested in music may prepare and perform a musical piece. A student interested in digital art may create a complete digital artwork of multimedia project. The main idea of grade 12 is it focuses on demonstrating and applying mastery of the chosen art form.